Everything on your grocery list at Broward Meat and Fish. Your largest selection of premium meats, produce, and daily fresh fish. Steaks, house-made sausages, exotic meats, and more. Let our butchers help find the perfect piece for your grill or smoker. Plus, South Florida's widest selection of international groceries. Don't want to cook? We also offer delicious prepared foods from our in-house chefs and bakers. Don't miss a deal. Visit BrowardMeatandFish.com.
Life has many colors. When you need a financial safety net, we hope yellow and blue come to mind.
Amscott, with cash advances from $50 to $1,000 and no credit check. Get started at amscott.com.
This is South Florida's most watched morning news today in Florida. Now at 10.
A morning mass for the College of Cardinals as they get ready to choose a new pope. An early morning fire in Miami Gardens. A nephew was the only one able to escape the flames. A fitness influencer emotional before a judge. His charge against a motorman weighs heavily upon him in court.
South Florida farmers are in trouble and they say tariffs are to blame. 7 investigates.
Could be a turbulent time at the airport as TSA agents will be looking for passengers' real IDs. Plus, the call to help save a man and his pet who just encountered a bear. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex Diarmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now. This is 7.
He's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And leave a comment below. This is a make or break season for he's got to make an impact. All right, but in the building right now. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a great night last night. We got a lot to talk about today. It is already the 7th of May. Obviously, we didn't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We were working our ass off over here. Everybody in the building right now, hope you guys had a great evening. We are back in it last night's game, watching freaking NBA on here on the platform. But right now, we're back at it. We're talking about the Diddy case, bringing you some updated news, information here. Hope you guys got to hear this right now. If you didn't see it, I'm going to break it down for you right now. But everybody in the building, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And yeah, we got a lot, boy. We got a lot. Yesterday happened a lot in this Diddy trial. We're going to break down a lot of things transpired, and I'm going to break down the lower thirds at the bottom of the screen right now in the chat. What are you guys doing right now? Good morning to all you beautiful people in the building right now. If you're in the chat right now, everybody put Diddy right now in the freaking live stream in the chat box. Let people know what we're talking about all across YouTube right now. We'll get to all that stuff after the show. Some awesome opportunities coming to you guys, obviously, in the building today. We'll be spinning that wheel, giving out some money, just so you guys know all the great information in the house. Let me say all your names right here. Nathan, Victoria, Chrome, Candy, Brenda, Jeff Lee, Stevie's girl, George Pearson. Let me scroll up, see all the beautiful people joining our show this morning. As people are coming in early, we have people coming in. Kat was in the house. How are you? RB, how are you feeling right now? Candy and Pitbull Mama and Tracy's back in the house. Our beautiful moderators, LaQuieta, Pops, Roger. I'm going through the list right now. Chrome, how the hell are you feeling right now? Big Bill in the house. I see a message from Brandon Nesbitt. Yes, Brandon was gifted from somebody else in the chat. We had to verify. Thank you. You're in the chat. We will check that out right after the show. Everybody in the building. How's everybody feeling? You must have PayPal to win on our show. Everybody, if you're watching us live right now, let me pull up what we're talking about right now. Because listen, a lot transpired. Yes, if you're joining us right now for the first time, we're covering the Diddy case, right? In the chat right now, everybody, if you didn't put Diddy, put it right now. We're talking about it live in the building. We have a lot to discuss. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see our lower thirds down there right now. You'll see what we're talking about. Number one, the Diddy trial. He rejects the plea deal. We're going to talk about that, the new plea deal that was offered. We're going to break that down today. Also, he got into court And the first thing he said was he was nervous. And let me tell you something. I would imagine so. Right? Got on the court and said, look, I'm nervous. Said that really clear right there. Then there were celebrities named in the trial already. First day, jury selection. They're naming celebrities all across the map. People going, what the hell's going on with that? Right? I got a whole bunch of shit you guys got to see. I got videos. I got a lot you guys are going to see here in just a few moments. The jury problem. We're going to dive into the jury problem. What's already transpiring? What's going on right now with the jury that's causing issues, that's causing problems, and could potentially hurt the entire case. And I'll break that down with the judge, what they decided to do, which I think might be a little wild. We'll break that down. Then we're going to go into the multiple attorney system and what that does. We'll break that down. And last but not least, we're talking about the lengthy case and what could actually happen. Can it be fast? Can it be short? What will happen right there? We're going to break all that down. People coming to the chat right now. Welcome back. Everybody in the building right now. Whoever's in the chat and say your name, welcome to the live stream. I greatly appreciate you if you're in the building right now. Put where you're based right now so people in the chat know where you're from. They're getting to know everybody. We do it every day. We get to know the community in here. In the chat, put where you're based right now. In the damn building. And everybody, again, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. We're rocking and rolling here.
Make some noise!
So let's get into it right now. Yes, I got a lot of videos in here. So Diddy, obviously, first couple days, they're getting in there. They're doing the jury selection. A lot of people are talking. Their celebrities are named. They got a lot of chatter in the background. People are stepping up going, okay, but do you know Diddy? Do you have any relationships with Diddy? Do you understand what's going on? They're talking to the jury. This is not one of those cases where it's like, hey, we're just going to rock and roll here and just people come on in. No, they got to really take their time on what's going on. The first thing I want to get into, people, the plea deal that he was offered, they're saying, quote unquote, he was offered 184 or 185 months in prison. Does anybody know how long that is in the chat? If you don't open your calculator, do you know how many years that is? He was offered, 184 or 185 months as a plea deal. A lot of people were like, he better take that. He better take that. A lot of people jumped in and said, he better take that plea deal, 185 months. Let me tell you something. That's 15 years. How you spend it? 15 and a half, whatever, right? You get 15, 16 years at freaking 60. How old is Diddy? 50-some years old. That is no walk in the park. I'll tell you right now, 15 years is not a walk in the park. People in here probably going, better take that shit. In the chat right now, if you're watching us live, if you're Diddy in his position, you're looking at it right now, which he's facing life in prison if he's found guilty on racketeering, sex trafficking, all that. Do you think he should take the 15-year plea deal that's on the table for him, or do you think he should go to trial? In the chat right now, people tell me, should Diddy take the 15 years, the 180-some months, or should he fight the case and go to trial? There's a lot of things that are going to start happening right now. I'm telling you right now, I got videos I want to go over right now with this plea deal. Let me pull this up right now. I got some videos I want you guys to see. I got new videos. I got ones we'll reclip on. But take a look at this. This was an interesting video that actually transpired. Let me put the audio on. Here you go. Take a look at this.
Jury selection's been amazing. The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities. And with no explanation why, at least not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy. Let's just start with the drip, drip, drip of all the names because the internet is really on fire. What happened today?
You know, Ashley, a lot of the same things. You get asked these same exact questions about these celebrities with no real context as to why. And you really hit the nail on the head a minute ago when you said jury selection's kind of boring, but not in the Diddy case. Most prospective jurors who come into jury selection have never heard of the defendant, let alone have an opinion of them. But what we heard today was prospective jurors who were excluded because they flat out said they don't like Diddy going into it. They don't have a favorable opinion. One guy said he believed Diddy has enough money to buy his way out of jail. So those jurors immediately excluded. There was also some laughs in the courtroom today from the attorneys and the judge when one prospective juror said that he couldn't guarantee that he wouldn't be able to smoke marijuana for all 8 to 10 weeks of the trial. So that person was excluded. But by the end of the day, they've added 10 more people to that pool of 45 that they're trying to get, because they're not impaneling the jury, like I said, typically as how we think of it. They're going to have a pool of 45 people who are acceptable prospective jurors. They expect that to be done tomorrow. And from that pool of 45, that is where they're going to choose their 12 jurors and their 6 alternates, Ash.
Now listen, you guys heard that, right? What's out of control right now, you got people, look, you got all people, different walking shakes of life in different places coming into the building as the jury for this case, right? And you don't know who you're going to get. And you heard that right there. People are like, well, I don't know if I can go without smoking weed for, XYZ time. Like, they're like, okay, you got to go. Then they're like, well, you know what? I don't know about this or I don't know about that. They're like, oh, you got to go. You don't know who you're going to get. Do you understand how you have to be found guilty in here? To be found guilty, everybody has to say you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? You can't get people in there going, well, I don't know. It is not. That is exactly how Diddy will beat this case. I hope you guys understand that right now. Obviously, people in the chat right now are like, he did this, he did that. We don't have anything right now. What do we have right now except for that video of Cassie? That's all we have right now. All we have on Diddy right now, realistically, is that video on Cassie. They haven't released anything yet. Like, they're really holding all this stuff. So, and the video of Cassie was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But they settled that. He settled that case with her outside of court, right? So then you go, let's get that off the table. But here's the problem. They're bringing that back into the table. You guys understand what I'm saying? They're not letting that go. They're not letting that go. They gave him a plea deal of 180 some months, and he turned it down, okay? And I watched that video that we just talked about. They're showing all these, if you just joined us right now, look at the stars named in the case, people. 150 people in the building. Welcome to the show this morning. We're covering the Diddy case update, obviously. But this clip that I just showed, I want you to see again. Look at the people named. You got to hear, if you're just joining us, listen to this clip one more time.
Jury selection's been amazing. The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities, and with no explanation why, at least not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy. Let's just start with the drip, drip, drip of all the names, because the internet is really on fire. What happened today?
You know, Ashley, a lot of the same things. You get asked these same exact questions about these celebrities with no real context as to why. And you really hit the nail on the head a minute ago when you said jury selection's kind of boring, but not in the Diddy case. Most prospective jurors who come into jury selection have never heard of the defendant, let alone have an opinion of them. But what we heard today was prospective jurors who were excluded because they flat out said they don't like Diddy going into it. They don't have a favorable opinion. One guy said he believed Diddy has enough money to buy his way out of jail. So those jurors immediately excluded. There was also some laughs in the courtroom today from the attorneys and the judge when one prospective juror said that he couldn't guarantee that he wouldn't be able to smoke marijuana for all 8 to 10 weeks of the trial. So that person was excluded. But by the end of the day, they've added 10 more people to that pool of 45 that they're trying to get, because they're not impaneling the jury, like I said, typically as how we think of it. They're going to have a pool of 45 people who are acceptable prospective jurors. They expect that to be done tomorrow. And from that pool of 45, that is where they're going to choose their 12 jurors and their 6 alternates, Ash.
Man, that shit's getting a little crazy right now. People got 200 people in the building. How you guys doing? James looks twice in the house. How are you guys feeling? If you're here for the first time, let me know. Put first time in the chat right now. But look, he rejects the plea deal. And I'm saying, if I'm sitting there going, woo, 15 years, you know what I mean? Try to beat it. But if you get life and, 15 years at his age, maybe it feels like life. I don't know. But what I will tell you right now is he wants to walk, people. He wants to walk. He doesn't want to get up there and deal with this shit. Here's what I can tell you, though. They asked the jury some questions, and the jury said he's got enough money to beat the case. I don't think that is a bad statement. I think what that person believed is he's got enough money that he thinks he can beat the case. I think that was a fair statement that every single person across the panel is going to be like, oh, he's got enough money to get as much attorneys as he wants and do this and that. It's just a conversation, right? It's a conversation that we have to have right now. Let's take a look at this video right here. There's a clip that we got to see. I don't know if you guys seen it. Take a look.
After rejecting a plea deal, the stakes are even higher for Sean Diddy Combs as his criminal trial begins. If convicted on the racketeering charge that he used his business to sexually abuse and exploit women, he could face life in prison. He says all the sexual encounters were consensual and part of a swinger lifestyle. That's why jury selection is so important, and Diddy told the judge that he's feeling a little nervous about it. Nearly every juror so far has watched news or social media coverage of the case, and many have also seen the infamous CCTV footage of Diddy appearing to kick and beat his former partner, the R&B singer Cassie Ventura. And underscoring how high profile this trial is going to be, many celebrity names have already been mentioned, including the rapper Kid Cudi, who supported Cassie when she made her allegations against Diddy. The judge is sussing out the prospective jurors' answers to ensure they can be impartial. He'll need 12 jurors and 6 alternates to sit and hear the evidence and, of course, to try to reach a unanimous verdict.
So they're getting a chance to see who they want up there. And that's the thing about it. 300 people in the building.
Make some noise!
Everybody put 300 in the chat right now. Put 300 in the chat for the 300 people joining us on today's show live in the building right now. Let me tell you something. The judge is going to pick the jury by the way the judge picks the jury. I mean, like, they're coming in. Nope, you're no good. Yep, you're good. You're unfit. You smoke. You do this. I'm just saying, you know what I think about it right now?
Smoke weed every day.
If you're doing that, it's okay. I'm not hating on you. I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying I'm okay if you do what you got to do. But what I'm saying is they clearly don't want that in this trial. Like, you're seeing it right now. Like, they're clearly saying, all right, well, you're not good. You're not good. And they're checking in on who they actually want to be there. You can't have unfit people. You can't have someone up there that's out of their mind. Yes, I understand that. Anthony in the building. Cooper, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream, baby. How the hell you feeling? Diane's in the house. What's up in the live stream, everybody? In the building right now. If you're watching us live, type somebody's name in the chat right now that you see in the building right now. Type somebody's name that you see in the chat right now. Type somebody's name. I'm going to see how you pick right now. Show them some love in the building. Listen, if you're watching us live, I want you guys to understand something. Diddy is over there and he's sitting there, right? And he goes, you know what? I got to get my ass back to court now. And he's been sitting there for a long time. It isn't like he just went there last week. His family, his mother, his children, they have been at every single court here. They didn't show up for this. They didn't show up. People going, what the hell? Why? Like, I don't know why they're not, like, what's going on? Stacy's in the building. She's back in the house. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Look, I got another video I want you guys to see right now. Take a look at this video. This gentleman starts talking about Diddy. I want you guys to take this in and hear what he has to say. I heard this. I said, I got to show this to my people on the live stream. Take a look.
P Diddy thing, it's finished, it's done, it's over. Right now, the rest of this, it's all for show. When the feds want you, the feds are gonna have you. Now the question is, how long is this man gonna be able to stay alive before somebody goes after him for the information that he knows? Sean Puffy Combs, I have no doubt that he can drop the dime on everybody. There wasn't a corner in this man's house that he was not filming, didn't have a camera, watching every single one of those celebrities. But this is gonna be like a domino effect. And I'm gonna take pleasure in watching every single one of them fall for their crimes against humanity, for what they did to women and children, to every one of those kids that came forward and said, yeah, he hurt me. Yeah, I didn't like them doing that to me. I tried to keep telling them, no, I didn't like it. But they just wouldn't stop. Some of these kids are quoted by saying that they were told that this was okay, that you are going to be all right, that you are in the presence of kings, the ones that run Hollywood, to make any of those child feel that any of this was normal. Every one of you needs to be held accountable, starting with Sean Puffy Combs. But it won't end there. And we're going to come after every single one of you. If you had any dealings or any part of compromising women, children, babies, any of our loved ones, the truth will unveil itself. And you have to pay for everything and every heart and every soul that you have took. And that is all I gotta say about that. Midnight.
If you think about that, right? Hear what he's saying. Like, even if he goes to jail, goes to prison, he just knows too much. Once he realizes that he's gone forever, he's gonna start talking. If you go to prison forever, you got a lot to say. People know they cannot. The people in the outside world that got some shit to worry about, they're doing their damn best to make sure that shit doesn't happen. I don't care how they got to send money. I don't care what it is, but they're going to do their damn best to make sure that this man doesn't go to jail for life, because if he does, people are coming out. He just explained too, and people, I have another video I want to show you. They have cameras and video surveillance in every part of his home at all those parties, right? So everything that was going on at those parties were obviously leaked out. People are going to see the shit, right? People are going to see the shit. This girl breaks this down in a way about one of the attorneys that's leaking information. And she isn't even part of the attorney of the case. He's just a legal advisor that's leaking information. People are like, what's going on here? This lady keeps popping up talking. I keep playing her videos because she's letting fly. I'm watching her. I'm going, holy shit. She's speaking some truth here. Take a look at this one. Actually, you know what? No, hold on a second. I can't show you that one yet. I can't show you, because we got to show you when we get to the attorney piece of the pie. I can't show you that one yet. We got to wait till we get to the attorney piece of the pie. And people that come into the chat were asking these questions about what was going on about Diddy showing up, and he was gray. Let's show that clip right there. Diddy showed up in court completely gray.
P Diddy appears thin and gray and says he misses a luxurious life. The hip-hop magnate Sean Diddy Combs was spotted in a courtroom recently showing a shocking appearance, thin with gray hair and visibly worn out. Detained for 3 months at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, Diddy, 55, revealed to close friends that he misses the luxurious life he was accustomed to, facing an uncertain future with serious allegations of sex and extortion that could lead him to decades in prison. The star has denied wrongdoing but is facing a tough battle. Prosecutors accuse him of manipulating witnesses even inside prison. Additionally, a dark history of over 120 claims of sex weighs against him, reigniting a series of devastating controversies. Diddy, who once lived surrounded by mansions, private jets, and million-dollar parties, now finds himself subjected to harsh detention conditions and basic meals, something his lawyer claims has seriously impacted his health. The trial is scheduled for May 2025, but until then, the shine of one of rap's biggest names continues to fade rapidly.
As you see, he shows up gray in court. I'm like, when I take a look at Diddy in court, and I told you guys this, you know, they said, well, he's turning gray in jail. No, I believe he was gray before he got there. And then they don't have hair dye in the damn courtroom. They don't have hair dye back there for him in jail. I'm like, okay, well, they don't have hair dye. Now, you know one thing. His family, when he showed up at court for that plea deal they offered, he was looking for his family. He was turning around. He was looking back for his family. His family wasn't there. They said countless times, I got some pictures in here because they don't bring it. They have pictures of him looking back, trying to find his family, and they're not there. I found that to be very, very awkward. I found that to be very, very awkward, people in the chat right now. And what he's doing, Diddy is claiming to be a swinger, okay? Saying that everything that he did, people were okay with. He's saying the women that were, they said hurt, allegedly, except for the Cassie video, we saw that. The women that were hurt in all these trafficking scandals and whatever, and the guys, they said everything that they believe to be, you know, hey, they agreed to do X, Y, Z, right? So now here's the video. They said that he is a swinger, quote unquote. Take a look at this video if you guys didn't see it yet.
Sean Diddy Combs has rejected a plea deal offered by federal prosecutors in his high-profile sex trafficking and racketeering case, opting instead to proceed to trial. The trial is scheduled to begin on May 5th, 2025 in Manhattan Federal Court. Combs faces multiple charges, including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for the purpose of prostitution. If convicted, he could face a life sentence. During a recent court hearing, Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, outlined the defense's strategy, asserting that Combs' actions were part of a consensual swinger lifestyle rather than criminal behavior. Agnifilo emphasized that Combs believed his participation in events known as freak-offs, which involved hiring escorts and engaging in group sexual activities, was socially acceptable and did not involve coercion. Federal prosecutors allege that Combs orchestrated these events over 2 decades, coercing individuals into sexual acts through the use of drugs and threats, and utilizing hidden recordings to silence victims. One significant piece of evidence is a video from 2016 showing Combs assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a Los Angeles hotel hallway. Despite the defense's claims that the footage was manipulated, the judge ruled it admissible in court. Reuters Combs has been in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn since his arrest in September 2024. He has been denied bail multiple times, even after offering a $50 million bail package that included GPS monitoring. The upcoming trial is expected to last 8 to 10 weeks and will feature testimonies from multiple alleged victims. The proceedings are anticipated to be closely watched, given Combs' prominence in the music industry and the serious nature of the charges against him.
You know, what's kind of crazy right now when I watch that video too is like, you know, the plea deal comes into effect. And I will tell you this, if he would have got 5 years, 8 years, 9 years, and you say, hey, I did a year already, maybe you jump in there, maybe you do like 85% of the time federal, maybe you do 85% of the time. So the problem really comes down to, if you let's say you got a 10-year sentence, you do 8 years, you already got 1 time served, you get 7 years. You kind of go through the motions of that, right? When you hear 15 years, when I say 185 months, like, okay, we got some months in there. But when you add it up on your calculator, boom, 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 you start to go, all right, that's a lot of shit, right? Divide that by 12. You get those years, you start getting a little concerned. Right? So he doesn't accept the plea deal, people, right? So let's move on. He said he's nervous in court, right? He steps in. The first thing he said was, I'm nervous. Justice Johnson in the building.
Make some noise!
Shout out to all the people joining us today live in the stream. It's your first time watching us live. Put first time in the chat right now. We're gonna freaking shout you out right now. RL in the house. How you feeling, baby? And Treating in the building. How you doing? Michael Schamberger in the house. Upstate Communications. How are you feeling? Mitchell Gaddis in the house. Dwayne, how are you? Jamal, how are you doing in the chat? Kathleen, how are you doing? Juan Ramirez, John Ecker, what's going on in the live stream, baby? Greatly appreciate all you guys joining the show today. Hassan, AI Hassan, how you feeling? Kevin Boyd, Jimbowski, Kathleen, first time. We love and appreciate you guys. Show them some love right now if they're joining us for the first time in the damn building in our morning show, baby. Show them some love. Rand, how you feeling? Welcome to the live stream. Leslie, what's going on? Claire Bear in the house. I'm so sleepy in the building. Look at the chat. Danny, what's going on? Cordero, how are you doing? Big Ben in the building. What's going on? Leslie, what's going on? Willie, what's going on? In the chat right now, put somebody's name in the chat, people. Everybody in the chat right now, put somebody's name in the building. Show them some love right now. Mr. Sky Main in the house. Let's go. Let's get back to the case right now. So Diddy says, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? Lake Villa in the house. Tone Ann, how you feeling? King of the Jungle, what's going on, pal? Pablo, how you feeling? Listen, I'm looking at the chat right now. I just want to say I appreciate all you damn people coming to the chat. Lord, what's going on? Listen, when I take a look at what's really transpiring, and I got the videos on here I'm about to show you, but here, hold up a second. Let me go to the piece of the pie here. It says, Sean Diddy Combs tells the judge, I'm a little nervous on the first day of jury selection in the sex trafficking trial. I bet he is nervous. Why would he not be nervous? You know what I'm saying right now? Of course he's nervous. And people in the chat right now, if you're new to the building, and everybody in here, put where you're based right now so people in the chat know where the hell you're based at, because we're going to do that because we like to connect our people in the chat. Put what state you're based in right now. People, New Bang in the building. Let me go through, make sure. William in the chat. Natasha, how you feeling? Welcome to the live stream. We greatly appreciate and love you guys. Join SPP's in the house. Let's go. Tony Bradford, what's going on? Let me make sure I say everybody's name here. Kentucky in the building. Let's go. Don Fred in the chat. I'm taking a look at all your names right now. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Scott, what's going on? Chrome, how are you feeling? Chrome in the house, baby. Join the freaking Mason mob. Let's go. Now let's get back to full effect right now, people in the chat. I got some shit I want to show you from the other day, right? I showed you this video about Terrence, when Terrence Howard got up there and exposed Diddy. Let's show that video again real quick. He said he's nervous, and then Terrence exposed this the other day, and only people saw it that one day. I'm going to show this clip. If you're watching right now, let me know what the hell you think about this video right here.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said
no? Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers coming to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole.
You know, I would imagine Diddy would be nervous after all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking a look at it. I'm like, Diddy, you're freaking nervous for a reason, right? 1,300 people in the building. Smoke weed every day. So I'm saying, people in the chat right now, don't get stressed out. Make some noise. Everybody put 1,400 in the chat right now. I'm about to show you some clips, some videos you got to see. Look, people right now, we got people in the music industry. We got every industry across the globe right now. They're calling people out in court, people. Calling people out. Celebrities going, you know this person? You know this person? People are like, I don't know if I can go without smoking weed the whole freaking trial. Well, guess what? Your ass is out. Well, I think this person said, well, I think he's got enough money to afford it. Well, that person's out. It's like, come on now. Everybody in the jury selection right now is going to know the damn trial. The whole world knows this shit. You think you're going to bring people in? I'm going to break down what happened to the jury problem right now in just one moment. But this clip I thought was important. If you're watching it live right now in the building, put Diddy in the chat right now. If you're watching this damn shit live right now, everybody put Diddy in the chat. Smack that damn like button right now and subscribe to this channel because we got live guests coming on here. It's going to be out of control in the new studio. Trust me what I tell you. We had over 1,400 people at one time in the chat. We only got 60 freaking likes. If you're watching on your mobile device right now, double tap your damn screen right now. Double tap your damn screen and hit that like button. If we get to 100 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person right now a chance to spin the wheel and make some money on today's show, baby. So right now, double tap that damn screen. Get those likes up and subscribe to the freaking Brandon Mason show. Let me show you this video right now. This shit still has me confused.
Wait, you've seen Diddy kiss a man?
I definitely seen Diddy kiss a man.
Continuously called Puff gay. Does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves. in theaters January. Oh, that's
why I walked into the room and seen Diddy kiss a man. A powerful man.
Okay. Can you say who that is?
That what I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone,
because that person is still in the music industry and it's a big dog. And,
so if you were to say that name, I would know who that is right off top.
That we were talking about that, and I show where the video came from so you guys know. Look, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. I'm taking a look at it going, holy shit. By the way, we hit 100 likes on the time you guys hit it. So we're giving out money out today. We're spinning that damn wheel because you guys hit that shit. Listen, right now, if you're watching it live, we got 1,000 people in the building. Everybody put 1,000 right now in the chat. Drop it in the freaking building right now and let people know you're watching this show live. I'm going to let you guys call into the show here this week. So if you guys ready to go this week and next week, get your cameras ready. Get up in the morning at 10 o'clock and be ready because I'm going to drop those links. You're going to be able to call into the show live and hang out with me and bullshit. And yes, it'll show you some advertisements on the show. You can watch them or you can skip through them. But right now, we're live in the building. He rejected the plea deal. And now Diddy said he's nervous. And I have another video for you to see real quick before I get to the other lineup. But hold on a second. Nearly 36 New Yorkers were questioned Monday about what they knew about the federal sex trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs. As jury selection got underway in Manhattan courtroom, prospective jurors were also shown a list of more than 100 places and people whose names may come up at the trial and were asked whether they knew of these people. Okay, people in the chat right now, we're going to talk about the celebrities named in the building. The list included celebrities such as Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and Kanye West. Okay, again, names were popping up. Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and Kanye West. These are names that were popped up in court right away, and they were talking about that, but nobody knew. You joined us right now. I had those videos I was showing earlier. If you just joined us, I'm going to play it again. Nobody knew what they were saying, why these names popped up, but hold up. We're going to show you this real quick if you just joined us right now.
Jury selection's been amazing. The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities, and with no explanation why. At least, not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy. Let's just start with the drip, drip, drip of all the names because the internet is really on fire. What happened today?
You know, Ashley, a lot of the same things. You get asked these same exact questions about these celebrities with no real context as to why. And you really hit the nail on the head a minute ago when you said jury selection's kind of boring, but not in the Diddy case. Most prospective jurors who come into jury selection have never heard of the defendant, let alone have an opinion of them. But what we heard today was prospective jurors who were excluded because they flat out said they don't like Diddy going into it. They don't have a favorable opinion. One guy said he believed Diddy has enough money to buy his way out of jail. So those jurors immediately excluded. There was also some laughs in the courtroom today from the attorneys and the judge when one prospective juror said that he couldn't guarantee that he wouldn't be able to smoke marijuana for all 8 to 10 weeks of the trial. So that person was excluded. But by the end of the day, they've added 10 more people to that pool of 45 that they're trying to get, because they're not impaneling the jury, like I said, typically as how we think of it. They're going to have a pool of 45 people who are acceptable prospective jurors. They expect that to be done tomorrow. And from that pool of 45, that is where they're going to choose their 12 jurors and their 6 alternates, Ash.
You take a look at that. Listen, these celebrities are named in court. People are like, why are they naming these people? And then it makes sense, right? You're like, okay, the name of these celebrities because people have to know who's connected to who. Do you realize every single one of us in the damn chat, we got our mind made up already, right? In the chat right now, is Diddy innocent or guilty? In the chat right now, is Diddy innocent or guilty? And when you put Diddy innocent or put Diddy guilty. Put in the chat, put Diddy innocent or Diddy guilty. In the chat, everybody look right now. Take a look at it. And the reason why I need you to put Diddy is like you two know what the hell we're talking about. Put Diddy innocent or Diddy guilty. Drop it in the chat right now. Everybody's got their freaking mind made up already. I mean, come on now. It's like, I mean, you know people are going, what the? And this video here, this one we got to show again. Listen, I take a look at this. And the jury's going home. We're going to talk about the jury in just one moment. I'm showing these videos a few times. I want you guys to see. But the jury is a problem right now, right? You guys understand? Take a look at this. If you just joined us, we got to see this man. This man went off one more time.
P Diddy thing, It's finished, it's done, it's over. Right now, the rest of this, it's all for show. When the feds want you, the feds are gonna have you. Now the question is, how long is this man gonna be able to stay alive before somebody goes after him for the information that he knows? Sean Puffy Combs, I have no doubt that he can drop the dime on everybody. There wasn't a corner in this man's house that he was not filming, didn't have a camera, watching every single one of those celebrities. But this is gonna be like a domino effect. And I'm gonna take pleasure in watching every single one of them fall for their crimes against humanity, for what they did to women and children, to every one of those kids that came forward and said, yeah, he hurt me. Yeah, I didn't like them doing that to me. I tried to keep telling them, no, I didn't like it. But they just wouldn't stop. Some of these kids are quoted by saying that they were told that this was okay, that you are going to be all right, that you are in the presence of kings, the ones that run Hollywood, to make any of those childs feel that any of this was normal. Every one of you needs to be held accountable, starting with Sean Puffy Combs. But it won't end there. And we're gonna come after every single one of you. If you had any dealings or any part of compromising women, children, babies, any of our loved ones, the truth will unveil itself. And you have to pay for everything and every heart and every soul that you have took. And that is all I gotta say about that. Midnight.
I mean, look at that. Obviously, the celebrities are named there. People are confused, right? So hold on. I got some videos I'm going to show you. So the jury problem, right? Obviously, they can't go in there and they can't show videos and real cameras, so they got to draw sketches. They're in there trying to get this jury selected, right? And they don't know what to do. These people are showing up left and right in different places, in different locations. They don't know. First off, this is the biggest case of all time. Is there a bigger case than this? OJ was a big case, but nothing like this. OJ was a big case, nothing like this. Why? The amount of celebrities involved in this shit is going to be out of control, right? Out of control. And I'm like, looking at it. Then there's an attorney, the legal advisor, leaked information. And this lady has it right here. This girl, she keeps coming off left and right. Way she's talking, sometimes I'm watching her, but I got to hear it. Take a look at this real quick.
Diddy's legal advisor has just been called out for leaking information of the trial. We are talking about Mark Garrigus, who isn't even one of Diddy's lawyers. He's only a legal advisor. Advisor is just somebody there that provides guidance and support to the defendant, or less commonly, to the prosecution or the court. The feds hit hard on him today, accusing him of leaking information on his podcast that he has with Harvey Levin from TMZ. They're talking about the information that Mark is giving on Two Angry Men to Harvey Levin. What makes this situation even more messy is the fact that in the past, Mark Garrigus has been Diddy's lawyer before, but now his daughter is Diddy's lawyer in this current criminal trial. So the government submitted this letter because lately Diddy had wanted to gag order all of the victims' lawyers from not being able to talk about this case to the public. So now the feds are shooting back saying, oh, you think it's fine to have Mark Garrigus running back to TMZ's Harvey Levin and telling everything about this criminal trial? So the feds wrote a letter to the judge today and said during the course of jury selection, despite the presence of 7 defense attorneys who have filed notices of appearance to be on this case and a jury consultant, the defense team appeared to consult with Mark Garrigus and other members of the Garrigus and Garrigus law firm. Mr. Garrigus and his firm have a long-standing relationship with Diddy, but neither Mr. Garrigus nor any member of his firm have filed a notice of appearance to be in this case. And they put in there, as recently as 3 days ago, Mark spoke at length about the trial in his podcast called Two Angry Men with Harvey Levin, the creator of the tabloid podcast news organization TMZ. And during the podcast, he opinioned a variety of topics that involved the trial. In the footnote, they included the links where the judge can go and click on it to get to the video and hear everything he had to say. And they are saying that he was characterized characterizing specific pieces of evidence in this case, describing the government's use of the Intercontinental Hotel video of Diddy attacking Cassie as character assassination. Also, the makeup of the prosecution team handling this case, basically talking about how they were all women, and I did hear all of this. And the arguments that the defense intends to make, noting that defendant has a violent temper, and especially, I think, when you combined it with substance use, that isn't what he's being charged with. In the podcast, Mark advised listeners that he will be back next week to discuss further. So the feds say Diddy just brought this up, how all of the victims' lawyers should be gag ordered to not be able to speak at all until this trial starts. So there is no way that Mark should be able to go on Two Angry Men and give all of these comments. They're not asking for a gag order specifically, but they are telling the judge to remind him of the local rules, just like they did all of the victims' lawyers for Diddy. So it looks like Mark is not going to be able to discuss further like he said he was going to do with Harvey Levin on Two Angry Men.
I'm just saying that there's an issue here, obviously, with the jury. I mean, because you don't know who the hell's going to be there. Now you got an issue with the attorney system. The jury is going home after, listen, every day. They don't have that request for whatever the hell it's called where they can't, they go home. They're going to talk about the case. You're going to send them home every day. They're going to go home. They're going to talk to the family, their spouse, their children, their neighbors, their friends. They're going to talk about, I'm on the Diddy case. They're all going to tell everybody they're on the Diddy case. I'm on the Diddy case. He's guilty. He's innocent. Do this, do that. Once they know who the jury is, they're going to be contacted by random people all over the place and offered a lot of money. Can you imagine they come to you and go, we'll give you $1 million if you say Diddy's not guilty? Well, if you're living at home right now, check the check, and someone says, I'm going to give you $1 million in the chat right now, If you're living check to check right now in the building right now, and someone says, I'm going to give you $1 million to go tomorrow and say Diddy is not guilty, are you taking the $1 million and saying not guilty? Or are you saying, nah, I don't want the money and saying he's guilty? In the chat, put take the money or no. If you're taking the money, put take the money. If not, put no. And I'm telling you, people want to get out of their situations they're in. A lot of people, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're getting that kind of money, some people might do it. And it only takes one person. It takes one person. And listen, it's easy to say I'm not doing it when the money's not in front of you, but you get that milli and you're like, okay, I got this, I'm getting that, I'm getting this, taking care of my kids, I ain't working no more. People in the chat like thinking about that shit, people start thinking a lot of different things in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hold up. Now let's go up to, let's move up to another piece of the pie right here, right? We have multiple attorneys, right? We got the lengthy case, but let's go up here right now after he rejects the plea deal. Let me scroll up real quick, because this is a video that a lot of us that were watching this, and the concerns for like the legit situation of like his friends and what they're saying now, right? His bodyguard, we showed this video of Gene Deal, his bodyguard saying that he would see Diddy going to these Turkish baths, and he started putting it going, okay, Diddy is doing this shit behind weird, whatever you want to call it, if he's bi, whatever he is, if he just likes men, whatever the case may be. But this video explains a lot of this, and I think people in here should take a look at this and go, Diddy, is he in the right frame of mind? Is he doing too much? Are they accepting it? But let's take a look at this real quick. I want to see what you guys think. If you just joined us right now, what do you think about this video?
I knew I should wait outside of Turkish baths for him. You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. That's a lot of that these guys get into when they start having certain meetings with certain people, and they meet them at the Turkish bath, and they do their meetings and they meet their people in those type of situations where they're comfortable at. So they don't have to worry about their indiscretions coming out. You mean? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath.
Saying, man, Diddy walked in there, he said, I'm a little nervous right now, didn't take that plea deal. The Turkish baths, I said, okay. And then people, look, I show you these clips, a lot of these clips you gotta see multiple times, because you're seeing what he's saying and it's so confusing. We got all these updates, but these videos are making people go, what the? Like, I watched this too.
Hey, speaking of
this
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the other thing. Like, when you're starting to see people come out, people are talking, you go back and analyze videos, and you shouldn't go back, look at every single video and be like, blah, whatever. But at the end of the day, people having fun, do what they got to do. But listen, I got to show these videos some other day, right? But hold on a second. Jaguar Wright is coming to the table saying a lot of things, right? Jaguar Wright, we got the videos on obviously with what was going on in Hollywood. And every time we show this show, we got to remind you of these clips, because these clips are very interesting in Hollywood. These clips are very interesting in Hollywood. And that is why I got to show these clips, obviously with the celebrities named and all that. But I got to show these clips because these clips show you how Hollywood possibly was treating Diddy before he got in and started treating people how he was treating people. But take a look. You guys seen this with the hard-boiled egg.
Hey. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They used to take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg. They had those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass.
Wow.
The eggs break. They say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second,
but
Suge.
if you just look. That's
Suge,
all you got to do.
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Now, you wonder why Diddy's saying he's nervous, right? You wonder why Diddy's saying he's nervous. I mean, all these stories started to come out, and people, look, nobody wants the shit to come out about them. And people that are watching him in jail right now are like, we got to get his ass out of jail. I'm telling you, people in there are worried sick. They don't want Diddy in there talking. And right now, the chance of him talking is getting greater and greater and greater. You know what I'm saying? And you guys saw this video right here. Like, when I think about the whole situation moving forward, though, with the jury selection and all that going on, the confusion of what they actually want in there, are they picking their jury to find him guilty? Are they trying to find a jury that's going to pick him guilty, yes or no? And here, take a look at this video right here as I pull this up. Let me know what you guys think.
It's a lot of rappers out here that got secrets with Puffy. Imagine Puffy, Playboy. Playboy, don't worry about that, man. I can get us, come with me to the island, Playboy. Come chill with me. Won't be no security guard, no nothing. Won't nobody know about your business. Hey, don't worry about that. I'll wire that, Playboy. I could get percentages from negotiating and making this deal, but you got to give up that butt. You got to give up that butt and royalties. And I can change your family life. You know why? Because he had to give up that butt.
This is the kind of thing that people don't realize. They're not thinking about that. Like, you're getting hit with this on a daily basis. And shout out to Big Bill in the building, hitting it with the $10 super chat. Spin the wheel today, Big Bill. When you drop a $10 super chat, you spin that freaking wheel instantly right now. And yes, we have another person that's selected in the chat right now. We're going to pick everybody in the chat, but pick me right now. This is part of the show where we try to give out some money to you beautiful people in the chat, in the building. It is so important to do that because you guys make it great. You guys make it rock. If you're watching this right now, pay close attention. Big Bill, you're spinning first, baby. We're ready to go rock and roll right now. And if you're in the chat right now,
make some noise!
And make sure you check this out.
Smoke weed every day.
Let's go. Big Bill in the building. And yeah, we got more videos for you. We got more videos for you in just a moment, but we got to spit for Big Bill right now. And let's see if he can get some money first and foremost. And then we have another winner on the show today that's going to spin the wheel. We have 2 more people that are actually going to spin the wheel today. Let's see what we get right now. Big Bill, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Pop, you got it right there, baby. And a 50 right there, baby. We got hundreds and we got 50s, and that was a 50 right there. Going out to Big Bill in the building. Just dropped $10 and hit a 50 just like that. Everybody watching the chat right now, $10 super chat spins the wheel, baby. A $10 super chat spins the wheel on our show. You guys got to do that. You guys got to do that. Rock and roll right now. Make some money. Big Bill, you just made some damn money. We got another winner in the show right now. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. Everybody say, pick me. We got another winner right now. And Stevie's girl dropped a 10. She's spinning the wheel right now. She's spinning the wheel right now. And we got another winner as well. I'm going to announce. But right now, because we're on it, Stevie's girl is in the building right now. And she's ready to go.
Make some noise! Smoke weed every day.
Stevie's girl is spinning the wheel, baby. Take your luck right now. Try your luck. You never know. You can make some money, maybe not. It's only $10. And right now, guys, I would do it because it's going to $20 soon. So I would do $10 as much as you can to try to get that money because it's an easy win. If you lose 10. But if you win, you got an opportunity. Let's see what we get right here. Bow, okay, you got to pass it. Stevie's girl, you got to pass it. You got to pass it to somebody else in the chat right now. Stevie's girl, pick somebody in the chat you haven't picked yet. Let them know that you're in the building right now and you mean business right now. Stevie's girl in the chat right now. Pick a lucky person while I play this other clip real fast that we didn't get a chance to see. People watching the live stream right now, I'm going to show you this clip. This shit is so important. Watch this quick clip right now. And people in the building right now, let me know who Stevie's girl picked. I'll be right back. Take a look at this video. This shit is important to watch right now.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
That's a wild statement right there. People in the chat, who did Stevie's girl pick? I didn't see it in the chat. Let me know. Who did Stevie's girl pick? Pitbull, Mama, Candy, Tracy, let us know. Who did Stevie's girl pick to spin the wheel? I'm getting ready to drop it right now in the chat. You picked Tracy? All right, let's go. We're spinning a couple times right now. So, guys, keep on this show right now. Put Diddy in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Put money in the chat. Put the money symbol in the chat. A $10 super chat. People spin the wheel. It's easy to do. It's easy to win right now. Let me drop it in the screen right now. Here we go for Tracy. Let's get that money, baby.
Make some noise! Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
And we got that Smoke Weed Every Day song rocking and rolling right now until the sponsor deal hits. The sponsors might not let us drop that on the mic, so we got to let it have fun right now. You know what I'm saying? People in the chat right now, here we go. Hopefully you can get it, Tracy. I can't guarantee anything. I just do my best for you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting closer. 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 Bango, $50, baby. $50 just hit right there in the building. One of those yellows is 50 and one of them's 100. In the chat right now, Tracy just hit a $50 bill just like that. People after the show, you know, we pay you after the show. If you're watching this live right now, a $10 super chat helps you spin the wheel right now and get paid. It's going to go to $20 soon, people. So everybody in the building, put $10 if you want to spin the wheel right now. And we have another lucky winner in the chat right now that I want to tell you in the building right now. Put pick me. We're announcing one person right now in the building to spin the wheel. We can't guarantee anything, but we make it happen. Capping, let's go right now in the chat. And here's how you get paid after the show. You send your PayPal account and we send it to you after the show. It might take 1 or 2 days if you are not verified for us yet in the building. So sometimes we have to do that where we have to verify you and all that. But people in the building right now, join the Mason Mob, everybody. If anybody joins the Mason Mob right now, one lucky person that joins the Mason Mob right now, one lucky person that joins the Mason Mob right now is going to spin the wheel today. But we must get at least 5 people to join right now. It's only $1 a month, people. It's $1 freaking a month. If 5 people join right now, just 5 people, a lucky one of you is going to spin the wheel right now. If 5 people join the Mason Mob right now, it's $1 a month. One of you will get a chance to spin the wheel right now, make some money, and it pays for a whole year freaking thing. Without people in the chat right now, make sure you subscribe to the show. And if you have Instagram, Brandon Mason Show. Get your ass on my Instagram right now, and my profile says Mason Mob. Join that shit and become part of what we do on a daily basis. And we have another winner right now that's gonna spin the wheel. Drop it in the chat right now. Let me put the little wheel next to it so you know what's going on. Bango! Candy, baby, let's go. Candy in the house. Let's spin that wheel right now. Candy, I can't guarantee shit, but we're gonna spin it anyway. We're gonna see what you get.
Make some noise! Smoke weed every day.
People on our show, baby, this is what we do. This is what we do. We give out money on a daily basis. We rock and roll. Let's watch it spin right there. Let's watch it spin right there. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I can't guarantee shit, but I can tell you that we do our damn best. Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. No, Candy! Come on, freaking Candy! We got something special for you, though, Candy. You know we greatly appreciate you, one of our moderators. We love and appreciate you. Jesse's in the Mason Mob. Jesse's in the Mason Mob. We need 4 more people right now. If you join the Mason Mob, 4 more people, a lucky person's going to spin the wheel. Jesse just jumped on board. Jesse just jumped on board. Tell him, Jesse, say we need 4 more people. It is only $1 a month. You join the show every day. Hang out with us. We're live Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. 10 a.m. every freaking day in the building, and we do all the live games. Speaking of that, so you guys know, tonight we have the live game. Today is the 7th. Tonight we have the Knicks and the Celtics. I will be live on the platform tonight at 6:30. The game starts at 7. Come into the chat tonight at 6:30. Type in Brandon Mason Show, and you will see us there. Everybody in the chat, I'm giving people a chance to join the Mason Mob right now. It's $1 a month. We need 4 more freaking people right now. If you're subscribed to the show, put a Y in the chat right now and show some love. I greatly appreciate all you beautiful people as I get ready to sign off. Diggs, look forward to seeing you. My little melting pot, see you. If you're going to be there tonight for the game, put a Y in the chat right now. If you're going to be there tonight for the game, for the Celtics and the Knicks, drop a Y in the chat right now. Let's go. Keyboy in the building. We love and appreciate you. Thanks for joining our show and always here with us. SP in the building. Be right here tonight. I see all the people coming to the chat now. Greatly appreciate all you guys in the house. Greatly appreciate all you guys in the house. Everybody in the building right now, subscribe to the show. Join the Mason Mob. Everybody that's in the chat right now, let me tell you something. If you're in the Mason Mob and you're a subscriber of this show, okay, you're a subscriber and you're in the Mason Mob, yes, we have gear I've been promising for a long time, finishing some stuff. That's all going to be sent to you. If you're in the mob, you're getting it sent right to your house. We will have a little section at the bottom of the screen there for merchandise that you guys can also shop from and buy some cool stuff that we add to the gear. You guys will love. Everybody, I greatly appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys tonight and tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Do not miss a show. Everyone's in the Mason Mob. One more thing. When we sign a deal with the sponsor, a big deal, you get paid from our show. I want you guys to understand that. You guys get paid from our show. I want you guys to understand that. Greatly appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys tonight for the game at 6:30 and tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You guys will see the exit screen. When you see the logo pop up on the screen, hold on, Pippa Mama, you're right. I got to close the damn poll. Hold up, I got to close the damn poll. And let me just pin somebody on here right now. Because Jesse, if you're in the chat right now, let me pin your message to the top of the screen. I greatly appreciate you for joining the show right now. Jesse, if you're still in the chat right now, put a message in the chat so I can pin you to the top of the damn screen right now. And by the way, tonight we're live, yes, but when I get off this screen right here, I want you guys to understand something. I show the logo real quick. Refresh your screen in 15 seconds after seeing the logo. Refresh your screen after that, okay? And I will get you guys set up. George Pearson, make sure you send me a message on PayPal. I need you to need a PayPal from you, George Pearson, so we can send your message, send you your PayPal right after the show to get that money. You must have PayPal if you want to get paid on the show, letting you guys know. I just seen your message right there. I just pinned it, and I will see you guys first thing tonight and tomorrow. Beautiful people, I'm going to show the logo on the screen, refresh it in 15 seconds, and leave a message on the video. Everybody have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tonight and tomorrow morning. Take care.
Between the death or resignation of a pope and the election of a new pope. The Apostolic Constitution prescribes that the meditation should reflect on the very grave duty of electing a new pope